Picture two guys walking out of the exact same office building at 5 o'clock. Jason walks up to a brand new Range Rover. The paint is flawless, the interior smells like expensive leather, and the monthly payment is a staggering $1,200. He makes $110,000 a year, but his credit cards are nearly maxed out. His savings account is empty, and he loses sleep worrying about company layoffs. Now look at Marcus. He leaves the exact same office, making the exact same salary, and unlocks a 7-year-old Honda Accord. It has a scratch on the door and cloth seats. People in the office assume Marcus is struggling to get by, but what they cannot see is the $1.5 million sitting quietly in his brokerage account. Jason looks like a millionaire but is secretly broke. Marcus looks completely average but is entirely financially free. The single biggest reason for this massive difference is the piece of metal they choose to drive home every night. Welcome to Invest to Freedom. I am Frank. Before we expose the ultimate wealth trap sitting in your driveway, I want to hear your thoughts. What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever seen someone finance just to look successful? Tell me your story in the comments below. And if you are ready to stop performing wealth and start actually building it, hit that subscribe button right now. Let us get straight to the truth. Society has sold us a massive lie about what wealth actually looks like. We have been brainwashed to believe that if you make good money, you are supposed to immediately go out and reward yourself with a luxury vehicle. The dealership makes it sound so incredibly easy. They stretch the loan out to 84 months. They hide the devastating interest rates, and they hand you the keys to your financial prison. The reality of how the truly wealthy live is the exact opposite of what you see on social media. The vast majority of self-made millionaires do not drive luxury European sports cars. They drive Toyotas, Hondas, and Mazdas. They drive cars that are 3, 5, or 8 years old. They do not do this because they are cheap. They do it because they possess a fundamental understanding of mathematics that the average consumer completely ignores. A car is not an investment. It is a depreciating rock that sinks the moment you drive it off the lot. Let us look at the brutal math behind this illusion. Jason is paying $1,200 a month for his luxury SUV. Once you add premium insurance and premium gas, his vehicle is costing him roughly $1,500 every single month. Over 5 years, he will torch $90,000 for the privilege of impressing people at traffic lights. When the loan is up, he owns a heavily depreciated machine and will likely start the cycle of financial bleeding all over again with a new trade-in. Marcus took a completely different path. He bought his used Honda Accord in cash for $16,000. His insurance is cheap, it takes regular gas, and his monthly transportation cost is virtually non-existent. Because Marcus is not throwing away his income on a massive liability, he has a gap of about $1,300 a month compared to Jason. Here is where the real magic happens. Marcus takes that $1,300 and automatically invests it into a broad market index fund every single month. If he does this for 30 years at an average 8% return, that single decision surrounding his car will compound into almost $1.9 million. Read that again. Almost $2 million in pure, liquid wealth. Jason gets a temporary ego boost and a car that is eventually sent to the scrapyard. Marcus gets total generational freedom. So why do millions of intelligent people make the exact same mistake as Jason? It all comes down to ego and social status. A car is the loudest purchase you can possibly make. You cannot walk around with your bank statement taped to your forehead, but you can drive a machine that screams to the world that you have supposedly made it. The problem is that you are buying into a compliment economy. You are trading your future security for a few seconds of validation from strangers who do not actually care about you. The people who achieve lasting wealth have completely detached their ego from their possessions. They do not care if the valet judges their older car. They do not care if their neighbors think they are falling behind. They have achieved the ultimate superpower of stealth wealth. They are completely secure in their identity, and they refuse to subsidize the profits of luxury car manufacturers. But this is about so much more than just a car. Your vehicle is the ultimate anchor of your financial philosophy. The decisions you make at the dealership bleed into every other area of your life. The person who finances a car they cannot afford is usually the exact same person who finances designer clothes, buys a house that is too big, and puts $0 into their retirement accounts. The car is simply the most visible symptom of a consumer mindset that prioritizes today over tomorrow. When you intentionally choose to drive a reliable, modest car that you can easily afford, you flip a switch in your brain. You take back control. You suddenly realize that you do not need to play the status game. This single disciplined choice creates a domino effect. You start questioning your subscriptions. You start ignoring the pressure to upgrade your phone every year, and you start maximizing your investment accounts. You stop being a consumer, and you permanently become an owner. Financial freedom is not a mystery. It does not require a massive tech salary or a lucky lottery ticket. It requires the emotional maturity to look completely average while you quietly build an empire in the background. The next time you feel the urge to upgrade your car just to keep up with the illusion of success, remember the math. Remember that the ultimate flex is not a luxury badge on your steering wheel. The ultimate flex is waking up every single morning knowing you do not owe anyone a dime. Keep your head down, keep your ego in check, and let your assets do the heavy lifting. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I am Frank, this is Invest to Freedom, and I will see you in the next one.